a palette and a mirror at the same time? I'm just gonna take, excuse me, good as new. Wow, for the first time in forever, I'm wearing a knitted jumper instead of a sweatshirt or a hoodie. So we all know what this video is going to be. Jaclyn Hill launched a second palette in collaboration with Morphe. Can we please excuse the colour of my fingers? Thank you very much. I was debating whether or not to get this because I don't really wear purple eyeshadows, and this has got quite a lot of purples in it. It does also have a lot of shades that I would wear, but as you guys will have seen recently, I did declutter a load of eyeshadow palettes and I got rid of loads, and I was thinking I don't really need this. However, it is the kind of theme of my channel to test new makeup and review it honestly for you guys, and so quite a few of you did ask on Twitter if I would still review it, give my opinion on it, and I thought, you know what, even if I don't end up liking it and wanting to keep it, I can always just sell it on Depop, because I don't want it to go to waste, but equally I really wanted to review it for you guys to see if it's actually worth the money. So let's just jump right into it. I think there might only be room for one Jaclyn Hill palette in my collection. I do have her original one, which I was debating getting rid of. So the original one looks like this. I did do a whole video testing this as well. I think I did really like this palette. However, probably used it about twice in my life because I've got so many other palettes that are really similar to this. I think what it is with most Morphe palettes is, one, they are quite big, but I think that would be excusable if they had a mirror, because if I'm going to be using a big palette, I can't hold a palette and a mirror at the same time. And yes, I have freestanding mirrors, but if I'm traveling somewhere, you don't always have a mirror that's like on a wall. So to have to hold a palette and then a mirror is just not very practical. So I really would have loved to have seen a mirror in her second palette. However, there is not, there's just her little speech. So I will leave it up to you to decide. This is Jaclyn palette number 1. This is palette number 2. Please comment down below letting me know which one you prefer and which one is more appealing to you. Because if I'm being totally 100% honest, I think the first one is a bit more appealing to me because I don't wear brights that often. I do like that she's added shade names onto these new colours though, and it does look gorgeous. Like, it looks pretty, but I'm just not sure how much I would actually wear it. Oh, and also as well, on the Morphe UK website, this was 30... I've just realised the corner of mine is all bashed up. On the Morphe website in the UK, this was £39. I then used the website, the discount code ADOPTLOVE, which gives the extra commission to animal shelters, I believe, which got me 10% off, and then I paid £5 for 1 to 2 day delivery. It did actually arrive next day, which I was very happy about, because last time I paid £5 for my 1 to 2 day delivery, it took about a week. I actually forgot to ask for a refund. Oh well. So I'm going to go for a look that is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I could obviously just use the top 2 rows, which are like all shades that I would actually use, but that would be a bit boring, which I mean is what I normally do. So I'm going to try and use lots of the brights as opposed to the neutrals. I do really like how she's got a matte white and a matte black. I think those are always kind of essentials for a palette. Oh, you could do such a gorgeous like burgundy eye with this. So I did already have mascara on earlier, but I've taken it off kind of as carefully as I can, then put my Too Faced Born This Way concealer all over my eyelids, and then I did set it with a little bit of powder because that's what I normally do with my eyeshadows, but we'll see if it can hack that because most of my eyeshadow palettes can. Some of them cannot. For example, the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star palette. It needed a sticky base. I'm thinking of doing like purple, pink, orange, yellow, and then maybe like a bit of a yellow cut crease. So I'm gonna start with... what am I gonna start with? I want to try this orange colour. Oh my god, there's a shade called Positivity. Emma, that shade is for you. My friend Emma has got mugs that say Positivity on them. So I'm taking the shade called My Man, which is a bright orange, and I'm gonna put that in the middle of my eyelid. I kind of wish that Jaclyn had done like a tutorial along with her announcement video. Ooh, actually, okay, I put on like a little bit more of that. To be fair, that's blending really nicely. Yeah, I do kind of really wish that she'd done a tutorial along with her announcement video, because I think that would have been really helpful to see like how she uses the colours. Wow, that shade is interesting. I feel like it's gone more pink towards the outer corners, and then in the middle it's more orange. I think it has oxidized a little bit, but that's really, really nice. Wait, why am I just doing one eye? Oh. Sorry guys, I'm a bit all over the place today. Not too sure why. Yeah, look, when I first put that on, I was kind of like, meh. But then I went in with the second layer, and then it was suddenly like, hello. Could I have just sounded any more British? Okay, so that shade does take a little bit of building, but it is super vibrant, really nice, no problems with that. I'm gonna take the red, which is called Heart On. This is the brightest red in the palette. Okay, there's quite a lot of fallout in the pan, but I don't really care about fallout as long as it's not all over my face. Oh, hi. Jesus, that's bright. I don't want to take this all the way to the outer corner because I'm gonna add purple there. So I'm just doing this here. Wow, that's a really bright red. Whoa, look at that. Shall I just leave it like this? So far, so good. I'm gonna take the shade Tipsy Girl, which is this hot, hot pink, which normally I would run a mile from, but oh god, I'm really scared. Oh my god. Oh, ay. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I took too much on my brush. That colour is hot. I feel like at this stage, some of those colours are kind of blending in together because they are quite similar. Even though they are pink, red and orange, I've probably done them a bit too close together, but I can see that all of those shades are so pigmented. Oh, but I wanted to put purple there. I'm gonna take the shade Not My Journey. Why do I feel like I've heard her say that so many times? Oh, I kind of want to use one of these more like burgundy purples, but I feel like that's a bit of the cop out because these bright purples were all over the campaign. So I am gonna take Not My Journey and oh wow. You know what, guys? I was kind of expecting one of the shades, like one of the really bright shades, to be a bit meh. I don't know why, but I just was kind of not expecting them to be this pigmented. Well, that one is fading a bit as I'm blending it, actually. Oh god, what have I done here? I feel like I've made such a mess. Let me just take some more of that and go in on the other side. Yeah, these are really pigmented. Before I make this look any more crazy, I'm just gonna take... Excuse me. I'm just gonna take a clean, fluffy brush. Well, I mean, when I say clean, that's debatable. Good as new. I'm just going to blend out the edges to make it look a little bit less scary. Okay, so some of that purple has definitely blended away and it is like, it's left it a little bit patchy. But to be fair, I have layered about 4 different eyeshadows on top of each other. So I'm just gonna go back in with a bit more of that purple shade and just like layer it up and add a little bit more because I probably did blend that a bit too much. And like, considering this is on a dry eyeshadow base, which is what I usually do because, I don't know, I just find it easiest for me. It's working pretty well. I am just gonna go back in with the orange shade and the pink and just add a little bit more. Just taking a bit more of the red. I feel like a flamingo. Have I accidentally gone for more of a drag kind of look? I've definitely made it a bit more brighter than I intended, but you know what? That is okay. So I'm taking some of the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer, which is a very thick, very matte concealer, so it's kind of the perfect concealer for doing a cut crease. And I'm not gonna go all the way across. I'm just gonna put down, oh god, I've messed this one up, haven't I? The secret to a cut crease is patience. But even with patience, you will probably still get them uneven on both sides. Just speaking from experience. Oh, I didn't want to bring that all the way across. Let's blend it out with my finger. One day I will get them even, but today is not that day. I'm then gonna take the shade No Joke, which is this bright yellow, and I'm gonna put this on the very inner part of that cut crease. Okay, that's pretty pigmented for a matte yellow. I panicked and put it all over my eyelid. For some reason, I feel like it went on this eye better. Oh god, that looks so wonky. Also, I think the purple definitely came out darker on this side, even though I definitely also put on an equal amount. But I am gonna go back in with the purple and kind of blend that in to the yellow. Let's take a bit of this one called Lolly Mama. Lolly Mama? Lolly Mama? I'm not sure. I do kind of wish that I'd made the crease shade a little bit darker just so that the cut crease stood out a bit more. I kind of want to try some of the shimmers. So there's this gorgeous gold called Talia, which is, or Talia. Oh my god, that's stunning. There's also one called Ride or Diamonds. Why do I feel like she had that shade in one of her other palettes? Oh my god, that shade is also stunning. They almost look wet. I'm going to take this shade, which is called Talia, and I'm going to put a bit of this over the top of that yellow because, like, How could I not? The reason I could not is because it doesn't like going over the top of a matte yellow. Okay, let me just try a different brush. It's kind of applying a little bit weirdly over the top of that yellow, but to be fair, I guess you would not normally put a shimmer shade over the top of a matte shade. Yeah, it's a little bit chunky. Let me just try using my finger for the center of my lid. Oh my god, yeah, okay, it applies so much better with your finger. Maybe this shade just doesn't like a brush. Oh my god, that shade is actually stunning. Although the unevenness of my cut crease is really stressing me out. And then taking that Lolly Mama shade, or Lowly Mama. And then a bit more of the purple again. Now that I've done all that, I'm going to take the shade My Man, which is this one. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. I feel like most of that orange shade got lost up here because the pink and the red kind of took over. Then I'm going to take this purple shade, which is called Stay True, just because I want to try a different one. And I'm going to put that just on the outer part of my lower lash line. Ooh, that's nice. And then I am just taking a tiny bit of that darkest purple shade, just on the very outer corner, like just there. Well, this is definitely a bit more creative than normal. Then in terms of inner corner shades, I guess you could use one of these like champagne sort of colors, like Ride or Diamonds, but I'm gonna go with this one, which is called I'm In It, which is a holographic, not holographic, duochrome pinky white sort of color, I think, which is not normally my favorite, but that looks pretty cool on the inner corner. And I'm also going to take a little bit of that onto my brow bone. Whoa, over the top of the purple, it looks really cool. So this is the eyeshadow look that I've come up with before I've done any eyeliner. Why does the purple look so much darker on my right eye than my left? You know what, I think I need a bit more blending. Well, I don't know what is going on there. I am just gonna do my liner, my lashes, and my mascara, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Right, so my lashes are on. I definitely should have trimmed this one a little bit more. The lashes that I'm wearing today are the Rude Cosmetics Korean Silk 3D lashes in Audacious. But this is the overall look with lashes and everything. I think I maybe made a little bit of a mess of it with kind of taking the purple up a bit too high and a bit too far out. I don't know, I'm not really keen on the shape that I've made, but overall I think the look looks pretty cool. Right, so overall, do I think that this is worth the money? To be honest, I actually think it's a really nice palette from all of the colours that I tested, and I feel like I picked a pretty good handful of colours that could potentially have been problematic. I feel like it worked pretty damn well. Obviously I didn't really test too many of the neutrals, but maybe I should do another video actually. Like another video, maybe a full face of makeup where I just test the neutral section. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know. The only thing that's just annoying me slightly for the price is that it doesn't have a mirror. If it had a mirror, I'd be a lot more positive about it. I mean, in general, I do think it's a good palette. I do think she's done really well with it. Is it necessary for everybody's collection? I don't think so, but maybe if you are more into like your purples, your oranges, your pinks, and you want a little bit of a pop of colour in your collection and you don't have anything like this, then I do think it is a nice palette. Looking at them again now, I kind of feel like I prefer this one to the first one. I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested, because I think it's still available on the Morphe website. But I am now just going to answer a question of the day. If you guys want to be involved in my next video, leave me a question down below with the hashtag question of the day. Today's question comes from Lauren Shannon, and she said, will you ever include bloopers at the end of the video? I think it would be absolutely hilarious. Please, love you. And it's got 42 thumbs up, so I guess other people agree. However, I kind of just leave my bloopers in my videos. Like most of the time if I've made a mistake or something, I will most likely just leave it in, just because I think it makes the video a bit more, I don't know, just a bit more me. I have more bloopers of videos of me and James where we're filming together, and there's lots of stuff that I end up cutting out. Maybe I will start putting bloopers in at the end of the videos. Maybe I will do that, we'll see. Right, I'm gonna end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. If you want me to get Jeffree's new palette when it comes out and test it, give this video a thumbs up, because I'm still undecided whether or not I want to get that one and test it as well. What do you guys think? Do you want my opinion on that? Let me know. If you aren't already subscribed and you want to see more upcoming makeup reviews and just random videos and beauty lifestyle sort of videos, then press the subscribe button down there. And yeah, I guess that is it. I hope you guys are all doing really good, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!